time, I guess we'll talk a little of NXT first. I also want to talk about the two new signings they signed.
Nakamura and Austin Aries. Welcome to
Yeah, Austin Aries. I was surprised. I was pretty surprised that they had him there. I was like, that should be pretty interesting. And Nakamura. Well, that was kind of speculated, and that was kind of speculated that he was going there. So maybe I kind of expected it, but at the same time, I just couldn't. I just didn't believe it. So
I know it for Nakamura. I already heard. I've been hearing that for like weeks.
yeah, so I can't wait to see those two in NXT and see what. Hopefully, they keep Austin Aries as Austin Aries, as the greatest man who ever lived, his TNA persona, because that was a really good character. I thought that was like one of the only few guys why I still watch TNA, even though at that time it was still pretty bad.
Nakamura is going to be at NXT Dallas.
Yep, I knew
He's
that.
at Sami Zayn.
Yeah, so
That's already.
can you imagine? Like people are already saying that they're thinking that NXT Dallas is going to be better than WrestleMania.
I won't be surprised.
Ugh, I mean that's a real like. That's like really sad if that's going to be the case.
That's saying a lot right there.
If they say that NXT Takeover Dallas is going to be better than WrestleMania, like that just shows you how bad WWE has gotten.
Of course, if this happened like 10 years ago, we'd be like, you're messing with us. Like,
Yeah, if you told me their developmental territory is going to be better than WWE 10 years from now or 10 years ago, I'd be like, well, there's no way that that's happening. What I was like, I'd be like, you're kidding me. Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
and look at where we are now.
Unbelievable that it's come to that.
Unbelievably disappointing.
Then that means that hope they probably won't break that record.
No. What if they do break the record and it's still a terrible show?
Well, then they just screwed themselves. So moving on to NXT show, because also there were some returns and a main event that kind of worthy talking about.
We forgot to continue. We forgot to talk about that. I think Sheamus is now injured temporarily.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Sheamus is hurt.
More on the injury disease.
Yeah, the curse keeps, and I think Del Rio is hurt too.
Yes.
Oh God, the hits just keep on coming.
Vince McMahon, you must listen to me. You are doing absolutely wrong. You need to fix your booking.
The ghost of Vincent J. McMahon, his father, is trying to tell him something. Hopefully, he'll wake up from this. Hopefully, he will. Which I hope. I mean, How many more wrestlers are you gonna have injured?
If Roman Reigns got injured, then
oh boy, that's gonna be a huge blow.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. Tomorrow after Raw, it's like breaking news: Roman Reigns has now suffered a head injury or a hand injury.
And if they say like likely to be out for 6 to 9 months, I'd be like, oh man, what are they gonna do now?
If Dewey's not already in panic mode, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Then they might as well just have Brock Lesnar. I guess they'll have Brock Lesnar have face Triple H at Mania, because they'll have no choice. Hopefully if Brock Lesnar doesn't get hurt too.
No, AJ Styles. Well, let's give him the title. At least that's something we can actually get behind.
Yeah, but he just came to WWE. You don't want to just hotshot him like that.
Goldberg.
Well, if WWE could somehow convince him, find some kind of way and overcome the odds to sign him and sign him on for WrestleMania, then all I could say is good luck. So so NXT.
No, wait. Before we continue, no. Well, what would be worse is if WrestleMania 32 is actually a one-match show.
And which match would that be?
Probably either the main event or AJ Styles match, and that's it.
Yeah, I wonder who they would have AJ Styles wrestle.
Probably Owens because of the Royal Rumble, or it could be something completely different.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with that, with AJ, or I don't know who they're having him face at Mania. I mean, there's tons of possibilities.
Well, hey, we got three. We're less than 3 months away until WWE finally gets their stuff together.
Hopefully, they better, get their stuff together soon, and see and actually have that plan ready for when it's time for Mania.
No. Would it be terrible for someone to say after WrestleMania 32, if it is that bad, to say WrestleMania 22 was better than this?
Yeah, then that means WrestleMania 32 really blew.
Or even someone saying WrestleMania 2 was better than WrestleMania 32.
Oh, well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Or even no, same thing for WrestleMania 12 too, even though that was a one-match show.
I mean, it wasn't that much of a one match. It wasn't that much of a one match show. I mean, even because also you have Taker and Diesel, which was a pretty good.
Solid match, not a great match.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was solid. It wasn't like anything. It wasn't a Taker classic, like a WrestleMania Taker classic, but it was solid match.
What is Taker versus Sid a Taker classic?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, fine. Him versus Kane at WrestleMania 14 was the first Taker classic WrestleMania match.
I'll say that. Yeah, that was like the first time that Taker had like a really memorable match at WrestleMania.
What, Triple H versus Triple H counts too on all 3 occasions?
The first time they fought, not so much.
Well, okay, fine.
But the other 2 definitely more memorable.
Okay, fine. And that means that yes, we count Randy Orton too.
Yeah, the match with Orton was really good.
All right, then, off of the past, which is doing much better than today, what else?
Sadly.
Oh, wait, are we almost finished with NXT?
We didn't even get to it. We were just talking about the other stuff. We were just procrastinating a little bit. The first match was Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, the American Alpha, as they call themselves now.
If only Kurt Angle were to be there as their manager.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Kurt Angle, it's his farewell tour, so after this, he's
Stinks that he no longer decided to go to WWE. I miss him.
I miss him too. The American Alphas defeated Blake and Murphy, another former NXT tag team champions.
Here's an idea. What if after NXT Dallas, leading up to NXT Dallas, let's just say American Alpha's doing a tag team match. It was just one tag team match. They cut a little promo that they're the best tag team in NXT. Then suddenly you hear Charlie Haas's theme, and Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin come out.
That'd be a pretty good match. I mean, like if they beat Charlie Haas and Shelton, if they somehow have Benjamin and Haas come up to NXT to train these guys and to definitely put over the American Alphas, that'd be huge.
Would it be even better if Kurt Angle decided to be their manager and bring back Team Angle for one last go?
I guess. I mean, it's worth a try.
Even though, I think just Austin, Shelton Benjamin will be good enough, even though...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess bringing Kurt Angle into it would, I don't know. I think Haas and Benjamin on their own in the match could at least be enough.
Or even having the New Age, we've had this discussion before, have the New Age Outlaws come in and face Enzo Amore and Big Cass.
They could do that. I mean, that's if the whole thing with Billy Gunn, if they're ever going to hire Billy Gunn back.
Well, hey, there's rumors that Hulk Hogan might be back for WrestleMania 32.
Well, I mean, the thing with Hogan and the what he said, it has kind of died down a bit. Well, actually, a lot.
And
So
that's been less than a year. So yeah, they should be fine.
yeah, but we'll just see. We'll see how
Wait.
that goes.
Also, doesn't this think though? I guess just realizing now that since last year, some Hall of Fame inductees are just getting taken out. Like, oh, Hulk Hogan controversy. He's almost out of the Hall of Fame, or already is.
He pretty much is out of the Hall of Fame.
Snuka, we got get rid of him too. Sonny, also do that as well since he sold her ring.
Yeah. Plus, Sunny didn't even deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, but she never really wrestled. She all she did was kind of manage, and all she did was sleep with a lot of the boys in the back and cheat on Chris Candido.
Wait, Jimmy Hart is already in the Hall of Fame?
Jimmy Hart?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Which class?
2005, same as Hulk.
I thought it was going to be 07, but okay. Wait a minute. Where isn't... No, wait, no. Captain Albano's not even in the Hall of Fame. No,
he is. I'm sure he is. I think he's like 90... I'm not sure. It's somewhere in the 90s he was inducted.
Okay. All right. Glad to caught myself.
Oh yeah, so back to NXT. Nia Jax defeated Liv Morgan. That was a squadron match.
Just face Asuka, and we'll be off to the races.
I'm sure they'll do that. I think maybe at Takeover Dallas. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a money match right there.
Then I was pretty surprised they had a return here. It was Bull Dempsey versus the return of Alex Riley.
A different Alex Riley, and he looked awesome.
Yeah, he looked like he's been really working out and really getting in shape and really like preparing himself. So it was great to see again, and even cutting a promo like backstage saying, I think, what was he saying? He was just saying how he's been on the shelf for a while and that people were surprised that he showed up and saying like they kind of forgot about him. So I think like maybe this is like a heel. I think he's being a heel now.
And if this were on WWE, this will be okay. It's good, and then in a few weeks it's terrible because
hopefully they do something big with Alex Riley because they really missed the ball. Of course, I mean I wasn't watching at this time, but they really missed the ball when they had him separate from the Miz.
Imagine if he becomes NXT World Champion someday.
He could maybe maybe if they push him the right way and they're doing right with him like so far after this, then yeah, all for it. But yeah, I'm glad he's back.
Yep, and then we have I forgot what's his name with the guitar.
The Drifter Elias Sampson. He defeated John Skyler. Just some jobber, pretty much another squadron match. So I mean, I'm not that much of a fan of the Drifter, but kind of see where that goes from there.
Should be interesting later on in the future.
Then there was the main event, which was a triple threat match to decide the number one contender for the NXT title: Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, and Baron Corbin. And both Zayn and Samoa Joe made Corbin tap out at the same time, so there was no winner.
Pulling off a SummerSlam 2012, except without the rematch.
Yeah, except AJ Lee, didn't come out and restart the match.
I guess they're going to do a 1-on-1 next week, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either they have Balor face them in a triple threat match at TakeOver, or they have Zayn and Joe just face 1-on-1 at one of the NXT shows, and the winner of that will will be the number one contender.
I'll take a triple threat match. No, I'll stick the one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of disappointed a little bit because, I mean, I think Baron Corbin should have gotten this.
Wait, what? I'm going for Sami Zayn.
I think yeah, but it's just about time that we get like a face versus heel like rivalry. I mean, Joe Ballard didn't really do that much for me as a face heel rivalry. I feel like you could really do something with Baron Corbin and Finn Balor. And I mean, having Sami Zayn and Finn Balor, like, oh, he's back. So yeah, that's pretty much all we talked about for NXT. What? Oh, yeah. What's your what did you have to say about SmackDown?
Apparently, Naomi and Tamina, whatever, that she was done with Team Bad, but they didn't air it yet. Everybody realized it was on spoilers. And WWE posted on Instagram that they later deleted it. So, and then they reposted it saying, well, what happened to Team Bad? Being that Naomi and Tamina haven't been seen on live TV. And basically they're saying that they might break up during Monday. Because Naomi had something wrong with her. Like, it wasn't an injury, but it was something that she couldn't wrestle with. That's why she wasn't wrestling. That's why Tamina was wrestling. That's why Sasha wasn't scared because they don't get injured. But, yeah, so something might happen on that.
What, with Team Bad? With Team Bad?
Yeah, they might break up. There's no other team left besides Team Bad. Nikki Bella's surgery. And she already has to do it. She's recovering. PCB is like broken.
Well, PCB's officially done.
Well, Paige did sing Happy Birthday to Becky Lynch at a recent live event.
Yeah, but Paige, like, what is she doing? Isn't she like teaming with Natalia? I'm not even sure what. I haven't even kept up with what she's doing on the show. Oh, and I did manage to see the first episode of the second season of Lucha Underground.
Yay! Wait, where?
On YouTube. I was waiting for them to upload a full episode of it, and they got it. So when I saw it, I finally saw that they uploaded a full episode. I finally watched it.
How was it?
It was pretty good. It was pretty interesting how they did it.
Oh yeah, season 3 is also a girl.
Yeah, I heard about that. So, which I'm not surprised. If that many people love it and they enjoy it, they're gonna give it another season.
Yep. Yeah, but unfortunately, yeah. Get 3 seasons. Yay! Walking Dead gets 7 seasons. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just haven't watched. I haven't kept up with Walking Dead in like a long time, and I've just lost so much interest in it.
It feels you're gonna comment about it, and then
What?
when the time comes to feel it kills off, you're gonna go on you're gonna look it up, help you watch the episode, and
Yeah, I don't know if I'm even like. I don't even know if I'm gonna like watch it still ever.
would you even be willing to watch from the final episode of the entire series?
I mean, I probably won't watch the final episode like in its whole. I'll probably just watch like the ending of the whole series when it finally ends.
But the final episode of the series.
I don't know. I wouldn't watch the whole episode. I just watched the ending.
Green,
What?
green people.
I just watched the ending of that episode. I wouldn't watch the whole thing.
What if it's a dream though?
Uh, well then, it was kind of predictable.
Only fine then. We'll be from 10 years ago. Triple no. Cena already retained the title. Reigns, I think, was going to face and go for the World Championship. And I'm not sure what one he's doing.
Wait, with what?
It's booking from 10 years ago. So what's from already passed now, so yeah.
Wait, who? Wait, who?
Taker was going to face and go for the title. Now he always weeks to come.
Oh, what? 10 years ago?
Yes, after the Royal Rumble 06. Reigns, no, not Reigns. Cena, a much better version.
Cena was champ at this time 10 years ago.
Yes, and he was setting up to face some. Well, no, it's the SmackDown pay-per-view thing.
Well, at this time, I don't even know if Triple H was the number one contender at this time, or if he was named number one contender at this time. I don't think he was. But Cena was doing some things with Edge. Had that little rivalry with Edge at that time.
He was the best known contendership on Raw or Austin Aries, but I think more like still was stuck on 50 at the time.
And Rey Mysterio was the oh yeah, the Lucha Underground episode. Rey Mysterio didn't even appear. I guess they're saving it for a later episode.
I wish that they had a teaser for next week if Rey Mysterio coming in.
I'm sure they'll do it later on. I think. Actually, I think it's a smart move for them not to just like blow their load on Mysterio already. I think they're just timing it as much just to have us wait for him.
What was that?
What?
I think your audio went out of tune for a moment.
Oh.
And half the participants in that Royal Rumble we don't even see anymore. We don't see Super Crazy and Psychosis.
Oh yeah, none of those guys are there anymore.
See Paul London, Brian Kendrick.
No, they're not there anymore. I mean, Kendrick, I think is training at Full Sail. I'm not even sure. I mean, he did train. He did train Eva Marie. But I don't know if he's like exactly working there.
Oh yeah, the Boogeyman, another one. You know?
Yeah, but he's still there though.
Open contract.
Yeah.
I don't even know his real name.
And Booker is retired and in the Hall of Fame.
Not even on commentary.
You know, it's really funny. Triple H at this time was like eyeing for the WWE Championship 10 years ago. And what do you know, 10 years ago today, he's a 14-time world champion. He's a champion now.
At the time, he was already a 10-time world champion or 9-time.
I think he was a 10-time champion 10 years ago.
I don't know where his last. No way. His last title was probably leading up to just before WrestleMania 21 and WWE.
Wait, what do you mean? What was that?
That was his last world title win.
His last world title win was.
No one became a 10-time world champion. I believe that was before WrestleMania 21.
Oh yeah, it was when he won in the Chamber at New Year's Revolution 2005. And he won. That's when he became a 10-time world champ.
At least he's not going to become a 15th time.
It's so sad too. Like, it's 2016, and Triple H is the WWE champion.
10 years ago, that's fine. Now it's like,
It's like, it really sucks. Like when when I would just like go up if I like meet a guy that was a wrestling fan and watched it back in the day, and he'd be like, "Ah, who's the champ now?" And if I told him Triple H, he would have been like, "Really?"
Oh my
I was
God.
like, I was he he'd be like, "Really?" I was like 8 or 9 years old when he was first WWE champion.
That was like a 99. What was very on
Oh my
there?
God. I told my aunt because I was just talking to her, and I just told her I just well I'm almost just she was like and I told her the title was on the line or whatever, and then she was like, well, who's champion then? And I was like, are you sure you want to hear this? She was like, yeah, just tell me. Not she. I was like Triple H, and she was like, how is he gonna be champion? He already runs the company. He's 50 years old. He should just like still.
He's only
46.
He's like 46, I think.
I looked it up.
Wait, no, he's not. No, his birthday didn't pass yet. Wait, what month?
I already looked it up.
Let me look at the month to place before. Because if it's January, then yes, he's 46 right now.
So he's 40,
5.
45.
If he's 46, his birthday's in July.
Triple H was born in 69.
Yeah, July 27th, 1969. He's 46.
That's weird. No, wait, I might be weird.
No, he's 46.
Yeah, I think I had a number out like that, but the oh, okay, so
Yeah, he's 46 years old, and he's the WWE champion.
Triple H was no.
That should just tell you all you. That should just like tell you all you need to know about the current product.
You're gonna do it.